Hello students, let us start our discussion about the potential energy of a spring. So for this, let us start our discussion. Suppose that we have a spring which is very light and can be assumed as massless, and one end of this spring is connected to an object which is placed on a smooth horizontal surface that can be considered as a frictionless, and the other end of the spring is connected to the horizontal rigid wall. So if this mass object can push the right side of its mean position, it can be displaces from its mean position towards right side, then as the object displaces right side, then a spring exerts some force on the object in opposite direction, because spring always opposes the motion of this object. As object displaces from its mean position, then there is a restoring force acting in the spring, and the spring force acting in opposite direction in which the object displaces. So if the object displaces right side, then the force acting by the spring to the object is acting towards left side. So if we assumed as this is mean position and the right direction displacement as positive, so the direction of force can be considered as negative and F is considered as positive. Similarly, if this one is the next case of the spring, suppose that if we released this object at this point, then spring pulls this mass object towards the mean position, and due to property of inertia, this object does not stop at this mean position. It will move towards this. When the object will start moving towards left side of the mean position, then spring contracts and it will starts another force acting applying on the object by pushing the object, because the spring when compresses, then it exerts a force that is known as restoring force in opposite direction. So if object's displacement is acting along the left side, then the spring force is acting towards the right side. So the force acting on the object is right side, so Fs, that is restoring force by spring, is considered as positive, and the x, that is displacement of this object from the mean position, considered as in left side, so x can be considered as negative. Okay, since we know that the force applied by the spring can be measured and can be find out by a particular experiment, and it is observed that the spring force is always directly proportional to the displacement, and its direction is always opposite to the displacement. It means when the object is displaces towards the right side, then the direction of the force, that is restoring force by the spring, is acting towards left side, and when the displacement is towards the left side, then the direction of the spring force acting towards the right side. So Fs is directly proportional to the negative of. So the direction of this restoring force by the spring acting on the object is always negative of is directly proportional to the negative of the displacement of the object. So if we remove this proportionality sign and convert it into an equal sign, then we get a constant that is known as K. This K is known as spring constant. Spring constant, and K has a unit that is known as, the unit of K is Newton per meter. Newton per meter. And we know that a spring which can be elongate by applying some small force, then the spring is known as soft, and when any spring cannot elongate by a large displacement by applying a large amount of force, so that is type of spring is known as stiff. So if K is small, then spring is known as soft, and when K is large, then spring is known as stiff. Okay, so from here we have observed that also we can find out a particular relation for the displacement and the spring force acting on the object. So Fs equal to minus of kx. This formula is also known as Hooke's formula, Hooke's law. Okay, so now due to our discussion is depend on the potential energy of a spring. So let us start our discussion. Now as we know that when there is a displacement or the object can displaces from its mean position, then some work is done on this object in displacing the object. So what amount of the work is done to displacing that object? So let us calculate it. Suppose that if object is displaces by a very small displacement dx, and the force acting, spring force acting on that object is Fs, then Fs can be considered as a variable force, because when the displacement of the object increases, then the amount of the spring force also increases. So Fs can be considered as a variable force. So if the object is displaces from 0 to a maximum extent, that is axiom, so for displacing that object from 0 position to a maximum position, that is maximum displacement axiom, so what amount will be the work done? So total work is done that can be represented by the displacement from 0 to axiom and the variable force Fs dot a small amount of displacement on which we apply the integration. So this provides us the concept of the work done by the variable force. Okay, so now if we put the value of this Fs from this equation, suppose that this equation is equation number 2, then we get W is equal to integration 0 to axiom minus of kx dot dx. So from here we get W is equal to minus k, this can be outside from integration, this becomes 0 to xm and x dot dx. So this becomes minus k and the integration of x dx, it means x square by 2 from 0 to axiom. So from here we get minus k, putting upper limit and take 2 outside from the limit, so this becomes minus k by 2, and if we put the upper limit, that is axiom, on the place of x, then we get axiom square minus 0 square, it means xm square. So from here we get total amount of work done is minus of half of k xm square. Okay, so this is the amount of work done by the variable force. Here the negative sign in the work done is obtained due to the direction of the displacement, and the force is always opposite to each other. It means the direct angle between the force, that is spring force, and the displacement is 180 degree. So if we put the value of cos 180 degree, then we also get minus of 1. So from here we can say that the amount of work done to elongating any spring from its mean position to its maximum extent, that will be axiom. So W can be equal to minus of half of k axiom square. Okay, now as we know that this work is done by the spring force, but as you all know that this object can be displaced by an external force whose direction is acting towards the displacement, and the value of that external force is always equal to the value of the spring force. So if the direction of the applied external force is taking in direction of displacement, so in that case the total amount of work done can be considered as the positive. So such type of work done can be stored as a potential energy in the spring. So the total work done by the external force can be written as the negative of this W. It means that becomes, so this is the work done by the spring. Okay, so you can write it as Ws. So the total work done by the external force, that becomes positive. So this becomes plus half of kxm square. Okay, so let us draw a particular graph that represents this work done on a xy plane, and along x direction we can take the displacement axis, and along y direction if we take the force, then as we know that the product of the force and displacement provides the value of the work done. So one axis can be considered as the, suppose that if we draw it at here, then we get, suppose that this is the displacement axis, it means x, and this is the force axis, spring force. So as we know that the relation between the force and displacement is equal to F equal to minus kx. So if we plot a particular graph for this equation, this is an equation of line. So as we are seeing that when x is taken as positive, then Fs is taken as negative, and if we take x as negative, then negative of negative becomes positive. It means Fs is positive. So when x is negative, then Fs is positive. Okay, here and here. So if we take x as, we can plot a graph and find out that this is lies like this line. Okay, and this graph will also passes through the center, and if we want to denote what amount of the work done is, as we are seeing that Ws is negative, the work done by the spring force. So if we multiply the if we take the x as positive, then Fs is negative, then the area suppose that this extent is equal to xm, then at that point the value of the force is Fs, and this Fs is equal to minus of kxm. Okay, so what will be the amount of the area? So the amount of area provides the total amount of work done. It means this shaded region, the area shaded between the x-axis and this force displacement axis. So this provides us the amount of the magnitude of the work done. Okay, so this provides the value of the work done, that is Ws, that is equal to minus of half of kxm square. Okay, so this is a particular concept. Now let us discuss more about the potential energy. Now as we know that such type of work done can be stored in the spring in the form of potential energy. So we can write it as the potential energy stored in the spring. This can be expressed as Vx. As x increases, it means displacement increases, the spring force also increases, and the work done by the spring force is also increases. So the amount of the potential energy is also increases. So V is the function of displacement. So this can be written as half of kxm square. This is the maximum potential energy. Now if the object is released and it makes free to move towards the mean position, then suppose that it object reached at any displacement x from its mean position, then the total energy can be expressed as the sum of the potential energy at that point plus if the velocity of the object at that point is v, then the kinetic energy of the object at that point is half of mv square. So at that extent we can write it as the total energy of the object when it released from its maximum displacement and reached at any displacement from mean position, that is x, and at that point if the velocity stored in the object is as v, then total energy will be expressed as half of kx square plus half of mv square. Okay, so as we know that at maximum extent, when x is axiom, then v becomes 0. Okay, it means at the extreme point object stops. So if we put the x as axiom, then v becomes 0. It means total energy at extreme point, that is stored in the form of potential energy. So this is half of k axiom square. So if we compare these two equations, then we get a particular equation for the velocity. Okay, now you can also derive an expression for the object when it displaces from one point to another point. So what will be the amount of work done for displacing the object from one point to another point? So if you want to calculate the amount of work done to displacing the object from one point to another point, then you can calculate it by, suppose that object is initially placed at any point xi and finally it reached at any point xf. Then the amount of the work done can be written as in the form of integration of xi to xf fs dx. So this can be written as xi to xf minus kx dx. So from here if we take minus k as common or outside from the integration because it is constant, so xi to xf x dx. So from here we can write it as minus half of k xf square minus and minus becomes plus half of k xi square. So the total work done or the total potential energy stored in the spring by displacing the object from xi position to xf position is half of k can be taken as outside xi square minus xf square. So from here this can be considered as the total potential energy stored in the spring when the object displaces from one position xi to another position xf, that is connected to spring, and this potential energy is expressed as the half of k into xi square minus xf square. So from here we are seeing that the potential energy is only depends on the initial and final position of the object. It means it does not depend on the path by which the object displaces. The potential energy stored in the spring is always depend on the position of object from where the object initially exists and at that point where finally reached. So the total potential energy, we can say that the total potential energy stored in the object is defined as the function of the displacement or position of the object. Okay, so this is a small discussion about the potential energy of a spring. Tomorrow we will discuss the total energy graph and discuss that graph in deep. So till now, take care. Thank you.